would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady.
The situation is...
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you?
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will...
Will they...
I do not see why not.
That sound...
Vampire...
When I awoke, changed.
Though I can't be...
What?
They...
You make...
More a society.
A
vamp. Yeah.
So... I bid you farewell. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength. Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
I thought... Rip.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon.
She had been scouring the most...
Jonathan.
I still...
Jonathan's...
How can I?
Don't you...
I'm... Thank you, my...
Good.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the soul.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Watch out!
Good evening.
And good evening.
Do you need I understand your appetite for words.
Then you...
I'll leave you alone.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
For peace of mind.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on. Yes?
Do you need some...
I am very tired, but...
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
Goodbye, Mr.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin.
I always feel ill, sir.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
What is it, Benjamin?
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
What about those we left behind, face down in the mud? You want to change places with them? You cannot waste your chance at life this way.
It's not that simple.
A gun? remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness.
Is there anything you require? No, Jonathan.
Are we then
We are creatures.
But what if I...
Fear.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the...
I don't...
We...
Goodbye, my... Good evening, Nurse Breath.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started.
Where is Miss Jones's...
I don't know.
Goodbye, Nurse.
On every street corner. The daily routine.
We are... God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
Of course, you're right.
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means...
You need to know you can...
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Game Dante crash please.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
What war?
Yeah.
Did you not? What's
rats, sir?
You are.
I'm not.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Hello again, Mr. Thatcher.
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog.
Do you know? As a soldier, you're
My God, you're so wrong.
Do you need medical?
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I'm certain you have your reasons. Why did
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital?
Tell me about...
That's what...
Mr. Thatcher.
No.
I understand.
No.
Oswald.
I don't trust...
Your fear...
I've seen enough.
Goodbye.
Look at it! Vicious bugger! He's dead! Jack is fast! This is not the place for you, sir. He's being hit! Bloody leech! Watch yourselves! There's one of them! He's done for! Filthy piece of shit!
Good evening, sir. Dr. Jonathan... so you won't.
The name is Booth.
What can... Well,
So... What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me...
Well, yes.
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts.
So... do you know...
The sad saint.
He was one of my patients.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been...
Goodbye.
Oh, the peppermint.
Ooh, dig.
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For one. What is it, Doctor?
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him. Both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple.
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me. If...
You're... What? You
say what? But...
I'm looking... Yeah. Goodbye, Miss Cole.
Mark?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night?
Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Do you not? Goodbye.
Good evening, sir.
And what do you do?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
A vampire hunt?
I know what you're thinking.
Mr. Throg...
A man...
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there... they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Goodbye. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening.
You remember?
Of course I do.
Thank you. Nice. How... Oh. What can you tell me about...
Sean...
Tom, I need to find...
I heard the sad saint was recovering up...
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
But I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing... where is it?
It's...
Goodbye, Mr. Watt. Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail, too. The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast. This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
No! Oh my, vermin! Shit! You'll pay for that!
Good. Now, sir. You.
Is what?
No.
You. Oh no, Miss Pat.
All right.
What?
You.
I'm
Miss.
here. What? You.
No.
What? Is. What?
It's. Miss.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Hope Giselle will pull through.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face?
This is a blessing for me to be...
Since you left...
Ask what you...
Why did...
So?
But... People... How do you...
Take this...
I...